Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I changed the bad wiper motor on this 2019 Jeep Cherokee, of which I believe covers 2014 through 2023 models. You can verify your model, year, parts with your supplier or dealer. Also, you will have to diagnose your wiper problems beforehand. That is not covered in this video. The symptoms experienced on this Cherokee is the wipers would only work on high before not working at all. So let's get into it. You'll need a pry tool to get in between the upper and lower parts of these holding pins and remove all 6 that are holding the cowl in place. Then get between the cowl and the body to remove the bottom part of the pin. Then you can remove the cover to expose the nut that's holding down the wiper arms. I sprayed some penetrating oil in there to help loosen the nut and make it easier to remove the arm. Remove that nut by using a 15mm socket. It's a lot easier with 2 hands, but I was able to get it with one. I'm going to kind of push down with the spring action and lift at the same time at the base. Do that for both. Set them aside. Okay, you want to lift straight off. The cowl is in this groove here, and you can see that. Pull it straight off the vehicle. There are also side tabs that I think I missed in the video that locked into side covers on both left and right side. I'll have a better shot of that later in the video. You want to keep prying up the cowl all the way across until it's fully released. Slowly work your way across. Your hands will work fine, or something, plastic tool, something soft. You don't want anything hard working across the windshield. Set the cowl aside. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you find this information useful. Now you have the linkage and motor assembly exposed. You can remove it with the 10mm socket. 2, one on the left, one on the right. It's the only fasteners holding it down. So you remove those bolts. Next you release reach your hand behind there and release the wiring connection. It's a little tab, you just slide it out. And also, you can remove the upper center there. You can see you need to slide to the left to release the linkage. Next, you can disassemble, remove the motor from the linkage body using a T27 star head screw, which the original comes with. Once those are removed, you can remove the 12mm socket. Try to keep a reference of the position of that arm there. We'll help it later when lining up position of the wipers. I used this AutoZone replacement. It's just the only one they had in stock, so I went with it since we had rains coming. Slide in the same position that the old one was in. Bolt that down to the shaft. It requires the same 12 millimeter. No, I'm sorry, the 13 millimeter is the replacement. With the new one, it's a 13 millimeter socket. And to connect the motor body back to the linkage, the new one has regular Phillips head screws. So remove the screws. Careful not to let the nuts that the screws go into fall out, because they can slide out of the top there. Just line up the dimples there and screw back in the screws, and it's ready to go back in. As I showed under removal, putting it back, make sure that groove lines back up inside that slot there, placing it back in. So now you're sliding that back in right, and then you're lining up the screw holes for the bolts to go back in. Goes to that upper one on the left, and I believe there's only one position on the right. Reconnect the wire there, wire connection. Replacing this 10 millimeter bolt. Screw those back in place. And before I put the cowl back, I'm just giving it a test run. You don't want to go through the work of assembling it all together and then something's off. So hold it down so I can get my position how I like it. Make sure everything's functioning properly. Everything's looking good. The thing I did was adjust the driver's blade, and I moved it up ever so slightly from its current position. Here I'm just wiping it off. I just want to tape off so when I return the cowl, it's the position that I want my blades in. Don't have to do it, it's just something I did. So this is a position where you make the motor go back to its resting position, and you'll know everything will be the same when you're putting it back together. And that's the 15 millimeters, holding the wipers down.
Oh, because the hood was up.
So now it's time to return this cowl. Line everything back in the groove. Reverse process. In the moment we'll show the little tabs on the left and right that are connecting the cowl to the side covers that I didn't really get a good shot of when I was operating the camera and working. So it's right in here. So it's good. So I make sure the cowl is fully inserted into the slot there. Yeah, that's the tab you had to release in the beginning. Well, there's a click. I didn't hear it, so I kept pressing, so just make sure you hear that little click and you know it's good. Now the holes should be lining up at the base of this cowl. Same thing on this side, snaps in. So replacing the other one which snapped out also. Just pop it right back in also. Same type of clip. Clicks in, it's good to go. Now replace the wipers. Line them up with the tape. You can now replace the nut that holds the wiper down. It's advisable to hand thread all your nuts, bolts, screws first by hand, and then use whatever fastener you're using to avoid cross threading. Repeat the same thing with the driver's blade. Hand thread, then your mechanical fastener. Had to take a short break, back to finish the job. What I have to do is place the cap back here over the wipers. Next, replace the pins that's holding the cowl to the body. Replace the base portion to all of them. Just easily push the top pieces back in. I hope this has helped you tackling this project for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If this helped you out, please like and subscribe. More content to come.